Walk into any Apple store and they'll gladly hand you a $1,200 iPad Pro with a smile. Step into Best Buy and you'll probably walk out with a $900 Samsung Galaxy Tab, thinking you made a smart choice. But here's the thing nobody tells you. There are tablets on Amazon right now that cost less than half that price and outperform both in the areas that actually matter. I'm talking about tablets with faster displays, longer battery life, better speakers, and features that Apple charges extra for, all without the million-dollar marketing budget or the shiny fruit logo. These devices are quietly sitting there, ready to give you more value than the flagship options, but almost no one even notices them. In the next few minutes, I'm going to show you 5 tablets that deliver real performance for a fraction of the cost. One of them brings back a feature Apple removed years ago and now charges a premium for. And the #1 tablet on this list has display technology that even tablets costing over $2,000 struggle to beat. Before we dive in, make sure to check the links in the description for the latest deals and discounts. Let's start with a tablet that honestly feels like it shouldn't exist at this price. The Xiaomi Poco Pad, coming in at around $230, is what happens when a company decides to ignore brand tax and just focus on raw value. This thing is built around a massive 12.1-inch IPS display with a 2.5K resolution and a 120 Hz refresh rate, which already puts it ahead of a lot of tablets costing twice as much. Scrolling is smooth, animations feel fluid, and watching videos actually feels immersive instead of cramped. The display supports Dolby Vision, so streaming content looks sharp and vibrant, and with 600 nits of brightness, you can use it outdoors or near windows without constantly adjusting the angle. Under the hood, the Poco Pad runs on the Snapdragon 7S Gen 2, paired with 8 GB of RAM and 256 GB of storage. And yes, you can still expand it with a micro SD card. That means multitasking, productivity apps, and everyday use feels smooth and reliable. Even gaming performs well for a tablet at this price, and while you won't max out the most demanding titles, everything most people actually play runs just fine. The 10,000 mAh battery easily delivers around 12 hours of real-world use, and 33-watt fast charging gets you back to full in about 2.5 hours. You also get quad stereo speakers with Dolby Atmos, a headphone jack, and an aluminum body that feels surprisingly premium. At 570 grams, it's light for its size and incredibly comfortable for media consumption. For under $250, this tablet is almost unfair. Now, if you want something more compact but noticeably more powerful, this next one is where things get really interesting. The Xiaomi Pad 7, priced around $320, feels like the tablet most people actually need. It comes with an 11.2-inch IPS display, pushing a crisp 3.2K resolution, combined with HDR10, Dolby Vision, and a ridiculously smooth 144 Hz refresh rate. Everything from scrolling through apps to gaming just feels fast and responsive. It's not just a nice display on paper, it's something you notice immediately when you start using it. Performance is handled by the Snapdragon 7 Plus Gen 3, paired with up to 12 GB of RAM, and this is where the Pad 7 pulls away from budget territory. Multitasking feels effortless, apps stay open in the background, and demanding games run smoothly without stutters or overheating. Storage options go up to 256 GB, which should be enough for most people, even though it's not expandable. Audio is delivered through a quad stereo system with Dolby Atmos, making it excellent for media, meetings, and gaming. The 13-megapixel rear camera supports 4K video, which is actually useful for students or content creators. Battery life sits around 8 to 9 hours, and the 45-watt fast charging is genuinely impressive, getting you close to 40% in just 30 minutes. At 570 grams, with a full aluminum body and support for keyboards and styluses, this tablet feels like a premium device without the premium price. Now, if you do a lot of writing, note-taking, or creative work, this next tablet brings something completely different to the table. The Huawei MatePad 11.5S, priced around $350, is built around its unique paper matte display, and it's one of those things you don't fully appreciate until you try it. The 11.5-inch display offers a sharp 2.8K resolution, a 144 Hz refresh rate, and up to 500 nits of brightness, or 1000 nits for HDR content. But what really sets it apart is the matte paper-like surface that reduces reflections and adds just enough friction when using a stylus. Taking notes on this tablet feels natural, not slippery like writing on glass, and that makes a huge difference for students and artists. Performance comes from the Kirin 9000WE paired with 8 GB of RAM, which handles productivity tasks smoothly and reliably. Gaming performance is decent, though clearly not the focus here. You get 256 GB of storage, solid front and rear cameras for video calls and document scanning, and a quad speaker system that sounds better than expected. 8,800 mAh battery delivers around 8 to 9 hours of use, and 22.5-watt fast charging gets you fully charged in about 2 hours. The metal body feels sturdy and premium, and for anyone serious about handwriting or drawing, this tablet offers an experience you simply can't get elsewhere at this price. Now here's where things take an unexpected turn, because yes, there's an iPad on this list. The 2025 iPad, priced around $380, proves that Apple still delivers value when performance is the priority. It features an 11-inch liquid retina display with 500 nits of brightness and excellent color accuracy. The biggest compromise is that the display isn't laminated, which means there's a visible gap between the glass and the panel, making it less ideal for stylus work and more reflective under bright light. But the moment you start using it, you understand why people still buy iPads. The A16 Bionic chip absolutely dominates everything else in this price range. Apps launch instantly, multitasking is effortless, and demanding games and video editing apps run flawlessly. The 12-megapixel cameras on both the front and back shoot 4K video. Touch ID built into the power button is fast and reliable, and accessory support is excellent, even though Apple charges extra for everything. Battery life lands around 5 to 6 hours, which isn't great, but you do get Apple's long-term software updates, strong security, and seamless ecosystem integration. If raw performance and longevity matter most, this iPad still makes a lot of sense. And finally, if you want the best display technology you can get on a tablet under $500, this last one completely changes the conversation. The Honor Magic Pad 2, priced around $440, feels like a flagship device pretending to be affordable. It features a stunning 12.3-inch OLED display with 3K resolution, perfect blacks, incredible contrast, and a 144 Hz refresh rate that makes everything feel fluid and premium. It's IMAX enhanced, and for movies and content consumption, it's easily one of the best tablet displays available at any price. Inside, you're getting the Snapdragon 8S Gen 3, paired with 12 GB of RAM and 256 GB of storage, which delivers true flagship-level performance. Gaming, multitasking, and productivity all feel effortless. The 8-speaker system creates a surprisingly immersive soundstage. The 10,500 mAh battery easily lasts a full day, and 66-watt fast charging gets you fully charged in about 2 hours. Honor even includes accessories like a keyboard and stylus, which adds huge value right out of the box. The build quality feels premium, the AI features are actually useful, and if display quality is your top priority, this tablet is in a league of its own. And there you have it, 5 tablets that prove you don't need to spend over $1,000 to get premium features, smooth performance, and stunning displays. Whether you want a huge screen for movies, the perfect balance of power and portability, a device built for creative work, raw Apple performance without breaking the bank, or the absolute best OLED display under $500, there's something here for every kind of user. Now it's your turn. Which one would you pick? Or is there a hidden gem I didn't mention that deserves a spot on this list? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I read every single one. If this video helped you save money or find a tablet that actually makes sense, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more honest tech reviews that cut through the marketing hype. And don't forget to check out the links in the description for the latest deals. Some of these tablets sell out fast.